Hi everyone, welcome. FPLMattDay here, and this is my midfielder tier list for the 23 to 24 FPL season. I've done the goalkeeper tier list, I've done the defender tier list, so you can check that out on my channel if you haven't done already. Go and give it a like and a visit. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss an upload, and also hit the like button. It just takes 5 seconds of your time, and I really appreciate it as well. For those that watch all my videos, you can see I'm in a different location right now. This isn't where I usually film. I'm over in Perth, Western Australia right now, as my team, Tottenham Hotspur, are playing in a friendly against West Ham. I have just watched them train, which was really, really good live. And there was a couple of players in this tier list from Spurs that actually looked impressive in the training. So I'm excited to talk about them. But we will jump straight into it. I'll go through my ranking. As you know, I do my tier list rankings a little bit different to some other channels. So hopefully you like this. So what I've done, I've got my tier list ranked here. So I've got the Kevin Kilban category. So that's basically the category that you don't want to pick these players. They're overrated. They're not going to get you the points that everyone is telling you. Then I've got the James Milner Award, and what that is these are players they're going to play every single game. You're going to get points, 2 points, 3 points, maybe the odd assist. You're not going to get the big scores, but you're going to get appearances out of them every week. Then you've got the Dele tier, obviously due to Dele Alli, who had that massive breakout season in 16-17 with some big points. And that's the tier where I think there could be players within that kind of mid sort of price range. It could just be like Dele Alli, where they come out, get a ton of goals and assists out of nowhere. But they're not quite the prime Lampard tier, which you can see at the top. So that's Lampard, consistent big goals every season. They're the ones you have to have in your team. So let's go straight into the first category, which is the Kevin Kilban category. And these are the avoids. Declan Rice at the moment is on 6% ownership. I'm not understanding where that's coming from. Do not put him in your team. He doesn't get goals. He doesn't get assists. This isn't UCL fantasy. Don't look at getting in Declan Rice. And next to him, Eriksen, which is probably a surprise to a lot of people, but I look at it and think at 6 million, he's not getting enough goals. It's not the Eriksen at Spurs. Yes, he's getting a lot of assists, but you can pick better Man United players like Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford. I would not be using my Man United slots for Eriksen. Then Almiron is an interesting one because he did do so well last season. He went on that incredible scoring run. I know this is very harsh putting him in the Kevin Kilban category, but I look at it and just think I think it could be a flash in the pan for him. I'm just not sure. I think picking him, his selection's pretty good at the moment. I just can't see him carrying that on this season. So I'm saying he's an avoid, and the same as Havertz at Arsenal. I would not be using one of my 3 Arsenal spots for Kai Havertz. So let's go into the next category, which is the James Milner Award. Also got the Dele tier has just appeared there. So sorry if you've seen that already, but the James Milner Award, it appears as well. Okay, so sorry, we've got both tiers. So I'm going to talk about both tiers. Obviously not got the template right this week, so apologies. With James Milner Award, I've got Enciso and Solly March from Brighton. 2 players I think are going to come in. March is going to play most weeks. I don't think he's going to hit big heights like we saw last season, but he will be a certain start. And then you've got Enciso as well. I think he's going to get some consistent minutes this year, but I don't think he's going to get the big scores we all think. Gibbs White, very consistent, lots of assists, expecting some goals, plays every week for Forest. But again, he's someone you kind of pick and choose about when you want him in your team. And that's the same with Enciso's and March. You're kind of picking and choosing about having them in your team. They're not going to be in your team every week. Then Ramsey from Villa, 6 million, has a potential to be an absolute bargain this season. But again, you pick him and choose him depending on the fixture. And big Kevin De Bruyne at 10.5 million, big price. I just look at him and think he's someone that you have to pick your fixtures with him. You know he's probably going to consistently play at City, but you've got to pick the fixtures with him. That's the James Milner Award. Let's go into the Dele tier. So these are the players I think can come out and have a real big season like Dele Alli did in 16 to 17 FPL season. So we'll go there with Jota from Liverpool. 8 million reclassified as a midfielder this season, which is massive news. We saw how many goals he got the season before last. We saw how good he was when he was fit last season. So he's got big potential. So he's going to be in that Dele tier. I can see him getting 15 plus goals if fully fit for the season for Liverpool. That hat trick he got last season was phenomenal as well. And as a midfielder, you're going to get extra points. Then Ødegaard, 8.5 million, coming off the back of an incredible season for Arsenal. I can see him having another similar type season. Very good at that price. Then Phil Foden didn't play a huge amounts of minutes last season for our FPL teams. When he did, he got points. But with City selling all of these players, Mahrez going as well, he could be getting more minutes, and the early injury to De Bruyne too. So he's in that Dele tier. I think we could see one of Foden's biggest FPL seasons. And the final two, Bowen, 7 million. I've got a feeling we're going to see potentially that 21 to 22 FPL season of Bowen where he got double-digit goals, and at 7 million as well. He's coming off the back of scoring the winning goal in the Europa Conference final. And then the last one, Eze, 10 Premier League goals last season at £6.5 million. I think he's going to beat 10 goals. This could be a big breakout year. I'm thinking 15 goals potentially for Eze. This has got Dele Alli, 16, 17 all over it. Let's go into the prime Lampard tier. So these are the ones that if you pick them in your team, they're guaranteed points, guaranteed goals, guaranteed assists, guaranteed match winners, and bonus points. And we'll go on that far side with Saka, 8.5 million. Don't have to say too much there. Great fixtures for Arsenal. Big goals last season, plenty of goals, plenty of assists. Alongside him, Rashford remains classified as a midfielder at 9 million. 17 goals last year, and that was really playing well for about half a season. Imagine if he does it for a full season. His price at 9 million is a steal. Another Man United player on there, Bruno Fernandes, top 6 of FPL midfielder point scorers last season, and he's only 8.5 million. Has to be considered in your teams. And then we've got Mitoma, 6.5 million is an absolute bargain. He has to be in your team with those Brighton fixtures, and again, expecting him to get even more goals this year. Then Son Heung-min, 9 million, another bargain at that price. He's dropped down. He stayed classified as a midfielder, and it's looking likely that Harry Kane is going to leave the club I support, Spurs, to Bayern Munich, which puts Son in a very good position. He's going to take a higher portion of the goals, will probably be on pens for Spurs, which is going to give him even more points. We could see a 20-plus goal season from Son again, especially with pens, which we saw the season before last. He's also going to come into this fully fit. There is a player missing. He was supposed to be in the Dele tier as well from Spurs, and that was James Maddison, who I saw train tonight with Son. Both look really sharp. James Maddison was supposed to be in the Dele tier, and I've missed him. So I wanted to remind everyone of that now. So if you've got this far in the video, Maddison is supposed to be in that Dele tier. And then the final one, the king of FPL, Mo Salah at 12.5 million. Again, you put him in, you know what you're going to get. Goals, assists, should still keep pens, you know, the main man at Liverpool. So that is my midfielder tier list. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is there anyone I should have added? And I will say James Maddison was supposed to be in here. If there's anyone I've missed, anyone you think I've got wrong, anyone that should be in another category, please let me know in the comments. Give this video a like, subscribe if you're new here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I will be doing a top strikers tier as well, so I'll be doing my tier list for my favorite forwards in FPL for the 23 to 24 season. Not long to go now to the season, so be sure to stay tuned on the channel and hit that notification bell. Plenty of shorts and content to come from now until the start of the season. I'm FPLMattDay, and I'll leave you all there for now, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.